Welcome to It's Happening in Grand Prairie. I'm Georgia Clemson, and we have a great show for you today. We're going to start with two great guests. Welcome to Sarah Dedelic.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is the queen of tourism in Grand Prairie, Texas.
Well, thank you.
And you brought a new friend for us today.
I did. I thought I'd introduce her to Grand Prairie on your show.
Yes.
But this is Megan Beckwith. She's our brand new public relations officer. So she's handling all of our social media, all of our website, special projects, all of that kind of thing. And she's been with us about 3 months, and she's doing an outstanding job.
Fabulous. Thank you for being here, Megan.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll hear some more from you in just a minute.
Yes,
Sarah,
ma'am.
tell us what's going on, tourism-wise.
Yes, there is so much going on in Grand Prairie, always, as you know. But we thought we would start this session with, as people are starting to plan for their summer breaks and kids are going to be out of school and all of that, some fun things to do. I'm going to go over indoor activities. So as it gets warmer, as it will in Texas, then people may be looking for an indoor option. Starting out with, of course, our Verizon Theater. This is a perfect indoor facility if you're looking for something fun to do. Some upcoming shows that they have is John Legend, which is a huge draw. John Mellencamp is going to be there this summer, as well as some fun concerts like Rod Stewart and Cyndi Lauper are even coming. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so anyway, you can always check our calendar for additional shows, but they have lots going on this summer.
And when you say check our calendar, where do we go to do that?
Yes, ma'am. Go to visitgrandprairietx.com, and there you will find all of our information about all of our attractions, as well as ticket information, hours and times, directions, all of that.
And this is something the local citizens of Grand Prairie can take advantage of.
Yes, absolutely.
Staycation, right?
Yes, staycations are very popular, and so this is definitely one of our highlighted facilities. Mm-hmm. Moving right along, for if you're looking for another concert, maybe live production atmosphere, Uptown Theater is always a super fun time, very affordable. And coming up in May is A Closer Walk with Patsy Cline is going to be there, and then the Fat Pack will be there in June. And of course, it's home to our Grand Prairie Arts Council for their shows as well. And so this summer, the children's production is going to be James and the Giant Peach. So yes. It's 2 different weekends for that show. So definitely check our calendar for ticket information for that as well.
Perfect.
And then if you haven't been to Ripley's lately, I have to tell you that they just recently opened up a brand new superhero gallery. And it is incredible. In fact, they have the Incredible Hulk that's in this new superhero gallery, and he is giant, 10 feet or better. I mean, he's definitely.
Oh, wow.
Yes. They always try to make their wax figures to scale, and he's definitely huge, as well as Captain America, Thor, even the Minions are there. So if you haven't been to Ripley's in a while, I would definitely encourage you to give them a visit.
Yes, and they actually have 5 different attractions
yes,
out there.
Yes, ma'am. They are the only Ripley's out of all the Ripley's locations that have 5 attractions under one roof, and they're open every day of the year.
And they've done some remodeling and revamping, so
yes.
it would be a good time to go back to
Absolutely.
Ripley's.
Yes. And I'm going to turn it over to Megan. She's going to talk about some of our outdoor activities.
Great. So like Sarah said, it's getting a little hotter when it comes to summer months. One place you can go is Lone Star Park, which is a big place to go this year because they're celebrating their 20th year there, which is exciting. And even their chef came up with a 20-year kind of fun menu, and they have a 20-inch hot dog, a 20-inch burrito, and a 20-inch barbecue sandwich, along with a 20-ounce margarita.
Wow.
So if you go, they have live racing every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so you have to go and check out their fun little foods that they have. And they're also having a Lone Star Park music series, and Josh Abbott, Randy Rogers, and Pat Green are all going to be there. Yes, very big names.
I hadn't heard that.
Mm-hmm.
That is exciting. Tell us who again?
Josh Abbott will be June 16th, and Randy Rogers Band is July 7th, and July 21st is Pat Green.
That is a fabulous lineup.
Yes.
I've already had some inquiries about the concerts out there, so I wanted to make sure we got those in.
Yes. And like Sarah said, you can find all of that information on our website, on Lone Star Park's website, but if you go to ours, you can read about it and go purchase tickets.
Not only that, it's a beautiful place to visit, isn't it?
Yes,
the facility.
I went this past weekend for opening weekend on April 20th, and it's just, you can go inside if the heat's too much for you, or you can run right up to the gate and watch the horses run by, and it's a lot of fun. very family-friendly atmosphere.
Yes, good. What else?
And kind of tying along with outdoors and walking around, you have every shopper's dream, the Grand Prairie Premium Outlets, which is,
Love that.
who doesn't? Who doesn't? There's over 100 stores and anywhere from 25 to 65% savings of like Kate Spade, J. Crew, Michael Kors, all those fun stores.
Yes, that is very
Yes.
exciting.
Yes, and staying along with the shopping trend, you have Traders Village, which is open every Saturday and Sunday with over 3,500 vendors. And carnival rides, they just added 3 new rides this year. So if you haven't been, you definitely need to go because it's so much fun. And they have
Yes.
so much new stuff and it's a good time.
It is. My granddaughter, that's one of her favorite places now that they have the rides.
Yes, and it's so family affordable. You can get a wrist bracelet for around $10. They have food and it's just a lot of fun to be there.
And it's right here in our backyard.
Yes, it is.
That's
So it's great for the locals and even visitors too.
Yes.
The next thing is the farmers market. And if you haven't heard, which I'm sure you have, it's the #1 farmers market in Texas, which is something to be very proud of if you're a Grand Prairie resident. And they've got live music, live entertainment every Saturday. They're open from 8 a.m. to 1. So definitely check out some events they have. Or May 6th is the Cinco de Mayo, and June 3rd is their crawfish boil. So it'll be a lot.
Farmers market. You're talking about all my favorite spots in Grand Prairie.
I know.
love
It's hard to
this.
get all of them in one, but the
Yes.
summer months are great for everything. If you're a sports fan, we have our minor league baseball team, the Air Hogs, which start May 18th. And they've got a season packed of really fun events like Star Wars Night. They've got Hog Wild Over Craft Beer Night. And on May 18th, they play the Fargo Moorhead Red Hawks at 7:05 p.m. So check out our website, check out Air Hogs' website, get your tickets, get ready for a lot of fun. And a fun fact about them, this year they will be hosting the NCAA Division II Baseball Championship, which is going to be from May 27th to June 3rd.
Yes, so many exciting things happening out there.
Yes, so if you're a college
ballpark.
baseball fan, definitely go check it out, root for your favorite team. It'll be really fun.
Yes, so many good options for us.
Yes.
Exciting.
So tying along with sports, if you like to golf, we've got great places, great golf courses in Grand Prairie. Some of them are Tangle Ridge Golf Course and Prairie Lakes Golf Course. And something some people might not know, you can go to grandgolfdeals.com and get some golfing specials from there. And you can find all of that information on our website.
That's excellent. And Sarah, if our local people, citizens, want to ask you if there's a coupon available for certain activities, how do they do that?
Absolutely. They can always visit our website, which is visitgrandprairietx.com, and on there they can download our brochure, or they can stop in and see us and pick up our printed brochure that has coupons for all of our attractions and restaurants, hotel deals, and all of that. We're actually located right at the corner of Beltline and Gate 1 as you enter into Lone Star Park. So, and we are also remodeling our gift shop. Many of our residents may not know that we have it's always been a Texas souvenir gift shop, and we are actually remodeling that to include souvenirs, but also gift items as well. So come and check us out, come visit. We'd love to see you.
That is great, and it's wonderful to get all this good information and to be prepared for the fun for the summer.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sarah, and thank you, Megan, for coming to be with us today. We appreciate you and all that you do to promote our wonderful city.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yes. And we'll be right back.
Live life grand in Grand Prairie. We can build a family together, playing harmony. It doesn't matter who you are. Here you are, shining star, making future plans. Live life grand. Here we live life in Grand Prairie.
Welcome back, and welcome to one of our favorite guests, Mr. Bill Moser from the Grand Prairie Chamber of Commerce.
Thanks for having me again, Georgia. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Bill, you always have good information for us from the Chamber, what's happening in the city, what's happening with businesses. Give us some information.
Okay, before I do that, I'm going to talk to you about our sustaining members. We have to always plug them
Of
because we have some
course.
new ones this year, and we have some people that have really upped the ante. For example, we have a diamond level sponsor now, and that's the Grand Prairie Independent School District. So they're giving us a a big chunk of money, and they're being highly involved with the Grand Prairie Chamber, and that's great.
And they're a great partner, and you're a great partner for them as well.
Right, and it's the same. I mean, it's the same thing with the city and everything. We need to be in partnership, like with Amy and with Sarah and all of them. I mean, that's what makes it work even better. It's exponential.
Yes.
So we got the Grand Prairie. We've got the Grand Prairie Independent School District at the Diamond level. At the Emerald level, we have Hong Kong Marketplace, Asia Times Square. At Platinum level, we have Airbus Helicopters, Thompson Group, Classic Chevrolet, and my favorite, Grand Bank of Texas.
Yes.
At the Gold level, we have, moving up from the Silver level, we have Fast Signs at Highway 67 in Camp Wisdom. We have JMH Printing, Neighborhood Credit Union, Encore Electric Delivery Service, our friends at Traders Village, and the Wells Fargo bankers are new to being a sustaining member. And then at the bronze level, we have Baylor Scott and White Hospital in Irving, Bean Massey Burge Funeral Home, Chackery.com, the City of Grand Prairie, DFW Magazine, ER at Grand Prairie, Franco Electric, Grand Prairie Funeral Home, Lockheed Martin Missile and Fire Control, Republic National Distribution, Sam's Club, turn the page, Texas Health Arlington Memorial Hospital, Van's Kitchen, Verizon Theater at Grand Prairie, Victor's Event Room, Walmart, and Life Storage, formerly Uncle Bob's Self Storage.
Yes.
Those are our sustaining members.
What a fantastic list, and your additions and the changes are all positive.
Yes, ma'am, very much so.
Wonderful. Now we can get to activities and events.
That's right. The events for May. Okay. We've got our first Thursday on Main, which is always at Roma's Italian Bistro. This month it's Thursday, May the 4th, and it's between 5 and 7, and proceeds from the sale of food and the drinks and everything go to a local charity, and this month it benefits Centro Latino Comunitario, which is a local Hispanic charity. So that's first Thursday on Main. We have a community, speaking of Spanish and Hispanic events, we have a community outreach event, which is scheduled for May the 9th. It's at the Chamber office. It's between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. And the speakers are, I hope I can get this right, are Araceli Mercado and Hector Guadarrama. And they will be speaking about first-time home buyers. This particular event is going to be in Spanish. So for any of our Hispanic or Spanish-speaking friends, this is a community outreach for the Chamber to help them with first-time home buying.
Yes.
And then coming up on May the 12th, Friday, May the 12th, we have our big golf tournament, which is one of our major fundraisers every year. It starts at 7 a.m. with registration and breakfast. The shotgun starts at 9. It's at Tangle Ridge Golf Course in South Grand Prairie. We still can accept some teams. The teams are $550 to play. Individual players are $150, and there'll be a breakfast included from Outlaws Barbecue. Lunch is being provided by Raising Cane's, and dessert is being provided by Chick-fil-A at Town Crossing. There'll be raffles and prizes and everything else. It's always a good time, so if you're interested, contact the Chamber and RSVP for that.
May the 12th.
May the 12th, yes. It's always a fun event. And speaking of fun events, we have our Business After Hours, which is always a fun event, but this month it's even funner because it's going to be opening day for the Grand Prairie Air Hogs, and it's going to be at Air Hogs Ballpark. So you come out to the ballpark at 5 o'clock for the Chamber's Business After Hours, have some hot dogs and apple pie and, well, maybe not Chevrolets, but at any rate, hot dogs and stuff like that in the suite up there. I think it's in the Admirals Club or whatever suite. And then you can stay and watch the game if you want to, as part of your admission, and it's opening day for the Air Hogs, so that's so cool. May the 18th, Thursday.
Now, how much is admission?
This is free.
This is free.
This is free.
You just buy your general admission?
No, you don't even have to buy a
Don't
general
you?
admission ticket.
Oh,
you
Bill,
come to this for the
is-
Chamber, it's free, and you get in for free.
How fabulous.
I don't know if that's for sure true, but I'm telling you that it is. No, that's the way
We'll
it's always
find out.
been.
Okay.
No, that's the way it's always been in the past. So that part's free. Now, general admission tickets out there run between $6 and I think $12
Whatever you
is
wanna
the
pay.
most expensive.
Right.
But anyway, Air Hogs is always a fun time. And
Yes.
we have our friend over here from the Air Hogs who is kind of skinny, but he's here.
Well, it's a good-looking uniform.
That's right, it is. Okay, another event. On Thursday, May the 23rd, we have our Multicultural Business Professional Networking event. It's between 11:30 and 1 at the Chamber office. And the topic this month is going to be Break the Rules, Close More Sales. For that, you can RSVP to Maria at the Chamber. And the Chamber number is 972-264-1558. And everybody at the chamber is their first name at grandprairiechamber.org if you want to email them.
Easy to contact.
Easy to contact. We have our new member orientation on May the 24th. Any chamber member can come if they want to, but this is going to be a particularly good session so people can figure out what their membership gets them and how to maximize your chamber membership. So if you haven't been in a while and you don't know about the networking events or the social media events or the website or something like that, there's a lot of new stuff about that at this event.
If you're going to be a member, you want to be able to maximize. I think that's excellent. Thank
Exactly.
you, Bill.
So that's May the 24th at the chamber office between 11:30 and 1. We also have our branding iron breakfast every month. It's at Rodriguez Bakery this month on the 25th. We have 5 or 6 ribbon cuttings this month.
Very good, Bill. This is exciting. So many things happening. And thank you so much for bringing this wonderful information to us.
No problem. I always appreciate you letting us come on and tell people about what the chamber's doing.
Of course, and we appreciate you, appreciate what the Chamber does to promote our grand city.
Grand City.
Thank you. And we'll be right back.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, and welcome to our next guest who wears many hats. But today we have Amy Sprinkles with the Lifeline Shelter hat on.
That's
Welcome.
the hat today, yes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
The hat of the day, or
Yes.
the moment.
Or the moment.
Yes. Amy, you are the current president of Lifeline Shelter for Families. Is that correct?
Mhm.
And tell us what Lifeline does. We hear that all through town, and some people think there's actually a shelter, but tell us what Lifeline does.
We don't actually have a physical shelter, but what we do is provide financial assistance and counseling to families of homeless children in the Grand Prairie Independent School District. Our goal is to catch them actually before they become homeless, so when they're on their eviction notice, before they have to leave their apartment, or a lot of our customers are already homeless and they're going from friend's couch to family's bedroom to family's living room to car.
cars, yes.
And so we'll get them in an apartment and hopefully financially stable with some financial assistance from 1 to 3 months.
And some budgeting skills.
We do
too.
budgeting advice, job skill work with them. We help them find a job if they need to. So we have a wide range of counseling services that we can offer, and it's all in an effort to, statistics show, if you can stabilize a child's environment and they don't move from school to school to school to school as the family moves from couch to couch to couch to couch, then their behavior issues go away, their attendance goes up, their grades go up, they become a much happier, healthier, successful student,
Yes.
which hopefully then breaks that homeless propensity cycle.
Yes.
Oftentimes it's a single crisis in the family's life that causes this. A car breaks down. So you have to decide, am I going to fix the car to go to work? Am I going to pay rent? You fix the car to go to work.
Or maybe even medical bills.
Could be a lot of times
Unexpected.
it's unexpected medical bills, yes. So it's an effort to stop that cycle, get those children stabilized, get those families the resources they need to maintain a stabilized lifestyle and benefit their children growing up ultimately.
Yes, and Amy, even though you don't have bricks and mortar as far as a shelter, we do have an office, don't we?
We do have an office. We are blessed to be in the school administration's original office on College? Is it college?
college?
Yeah, it is college. It is college. I'm sitting here thinking of the streets in my head.
Uh-huh.
On the corner of College and Northwest, it would be, that'd be Northwest 3rd, I think. we do have offices there. That's where we meet our clients. It's where Kids Inc. also does clothing
Right.
distributions, and Children First also does
Right.
counseling.
So it's a shared facility.
It is.
And we have wonderful executive director there, don't we?
We do. We have Melinda Polly. She is Melinda Polly Rogers.
Yes.
I always revert to
Yes.
their
Previous.
She is a adjunct professor at Northwest University and has had a really interesting, rich career and had sold her business. We were just blessed to get her at the right time to lead us into the future.
Yes.
And then Vivian Chambers is our case manager, our caseworker, and she's also a very talented, insightful young lady who works very well with our customers.
Yes.
So it's a great operation. We have a wonderful board of directors full of hardworking people who really, really want to make a difference in their community.
Yes, and I can't remember exactly how old the organization is. I know Angela Gessner was your founder, and it was
I think we're
about 14 years old, or going on 15, and done a remarkable job of working with the school district and helping these people who have come into a problem, a bump in the road. And these aren't necessarily the chronically homeless, are they?
No, our goal is really to help the acute homeless. Something's happened in our lives at this time and it's caused us to get out of kilter.
Right.
Certainly there are chronic homeless as well, and if we can stabilize those children after we've taken care of the acute, we will. We help about 150 families a year. All of those referrals are through the Grand Prairie school system. Teachers with their eyes open, ears open to see when behaviors change and can start to talk to the children about what's going on in their lives and identify the families that way for us.
Yes.
And then the counselors at the school district refer them to us if it's the right fit.
Everybody working together for the benefit of the children. And it's beneficial also that we provide apartments, temporary housing, because they can stay within the school district, the school that they're in.
That's our goal, is to get them, and the school district will go and get the kids by bus and take them to their campus. So as we try to stabilize the family and get them where they're going to be, we work on where that location's going to be with relation to where the child's enrolled. So we work together on that to keep them as keep as much
Stable.
continuity in their life as
Right,
possible.
as stable as possible.
yeah.
And in order to do this, Amy, we all know that it takes
money.
takes
It does.
dollars, and we have Grand Prairie is such a generous, giving community.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Since they've learned about the need, that there really is a crisis and a need, and once they knew about that, they've responded so well to our events that help raise funds.
Yes.
Now, what's coming up next? I think it's the biggie.
Our biggest is your baby. You better know when. You better know, do more than think. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
yeah. This is your baby, and I'm blessed to serve on the committee. It's our Freedom Luncheon, June 8th at the Ruthie Jackson Center, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Best auction in town
Absolutely.
by far.
Absolutely.
We sell out in terms of seats, so if someone wants to go, they need to get their tickets now, and
They
they can learn all about this on lifelineshelter.org, our website.
Yes, they actually get reservations and give Janine Walker the
Janine
information.
Walker at Bon Air.
And let them know who all's going to be. If they want to buy a table, how much is that?
A table is $300.
That's a table of 10,
It's
right?
a table
If
of
they
10,
want
so
10 there.
it's a good price. We also have great sponsorships for folks that might feel be called to give more.
Yes.
We have wonderful sponsorship levels, and we're so appreciative of our sponsors. They really make this event possible. We raise about $90,000, $100,000 a year on this one,
amazing.
so this is a big, critical event for
Yes.
us.
And you mentioned the auction. It is the best silent
Oh, it is
auction
fun.
and audible auction.
It is fun.
Jeff Copeland will be our auctioneer again. And heading that up is Susan Hart,
and her
and
wonderful team.
Aletha.
Aletha Hicks.
And a great team, as you
Yes.
said. It's not one person.
No.
It's a huge team that make this event so successful.
We are a working board.
Absolutely. And if they just want to buy an individual ticket
Uh-huh.
and come, they can do that as well for $30, can't they?
Exactly. You can buy an individual ticket for $30, a table for $300, be a sponsor. You can donate an item to the live or silent auction through by contacting Susan Hart or me or you,
Yes.
or Lila Thorne or Janine
Aletha.
Walker or Aletha Hicks. Any of us can help facilitate that process. We're going to start collecting some items May 1st, so it is the time to donate if you're so inclined and to buy your tickets.
It is.
Yeah.
And then I know that's the major event, but what else do we do?
So we've got
Coming up.
we've got a couple of other events coming up. We do Miss Ruthie's Fig and Fudge Fest at Farmers Market.
Which is fun.
It is fun. It's August 5th. So all of our F's, you see Fig and Fudge
Fudge
Fest
and
at Farmers
fun
Market, on
and
fun
fun.
at the 5th.
And also, Amy has been so kind. She inherited Miss Ruthie's fig
I inherited
preserves.
Yeah, so I make the fig, I make the preserve.
We just grow
You
them.
pick them.
We just grow them and pick them.
Or
and
maybe Dan picks them.
Somebody will.
So we get the figs from Miss Ruthie's trees, and I make the figs. And interestingly, her recipe and my grandmother's recipe was almost identical. So
Yes.
yeah, it's fun.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And you have other people who sometimes donate.
We do,
as well, which
yeah.
is
So
good.
anyone else that wants to donate fig preserves, we have a couple of city employees that have fig trees and
That
make
help.
preserves, and so that's welcome. And then we have a fudge contest. Well, so we'll get more information out about that.
Yes.
You can enter the fudge contest, and then we sell it all to make money
Right.
for Lifeline. We make about $1,000 in one day, which
And
is
we could make more if
We could.
they'll show up and buy it.
they show up and buy and do love offerings.
That's right.
I think the year we made the most money, my pregnant daughter stood there and said, "Whatever you think you want to share with the children."
Right, right.
Yeah, we made a lot of money that year.
That was a great year. And then following in the fall, we have an event, I believe, at Calvary
We
Baptist,
do.
don't we?
We have our very wonderful gospel concert. It's in
Yes.
September at Calvary Baptist. It is a free event, but we do take a love offering, and we that's a nice fundraiser for us that they do for us. We're such a blessing to have them do that for us.
And we know we have many more, Amy.
We have one coming up in December that's new. Diamonds and Divas is coming back, for those who may recall.
Oh, yes.
So it's a limited attendance, a little more pricey ticket, but you get all the pampering, ladies.
Right, right.
And the men of the city are going to serve you your beverage and hors d'oeuvres. So very fancy event, December 5th. More information to come.
So we have a variety of opportunities to support Lifeline Shelter for
Yes.
families.
Yeah.
And the whole bottom line is to make a difference in the lives of the children.
And in the future of Grand Prairie as a
Yes.
result of that.
It's a win-win for everyone.
It is. It is.
Well, it was delightful being able to talk with you about Lifeline Shelter, and
Thank
we
you.
thank you for all your hard work and the board and all who contribute to this wonderful effort.
Always my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. And thank you for joining us today. I'm Georgia Clemson, reminding you that it's happening in Grand Prairie.